Oh, happy day. We've got a Nintendo Direct coming on Wednesday, September the 13th, talking about Nintendo Switch and Nintendo 3DS games. I am so hyped. Excuse me. I gotta do a predictions video. But if I do seem a little rushed in this, it's because this is my second attempt at recording this, and I do have to get to work fairly soon, so I might kind of speed run through my stuff. So if I do come across as a little rushed, don't think that it's because I don't care about this Direct. I'm very excited for it. I think we're going to see a lot. Just bear that in mind. Also, one more quick disclaimer. For those of you that are regulars to my channel, I'm going to do live reactions. I'm still going to do live reactions, but they're probably going to be up way later than usual. I try and get them up right away, but I do have to work Wednesday evening, so I'm not going to be watching the Direct live. I will be watching it later that evening, though, so you can still get excited for those. Without further ado, though, let's get into this. Mario Odyssey. That's the big one, okay? Mario Odyssey, it's coming out in October. I'm super pumped for it. And I think we're going to see some new kingdoms. I think we're going to see probably like 2 new kingdoms at least. Probably the ones that were leaked on the Amiibo box art. You know, we saw the Snow Kingdom, the Lake Kingdom, and the Mushroom Kingdom. I think we're going to definitely get like a full showcase for those. Probably, if I had to say the Mushroom Kingdom, definitely one of them. And either the Lake or the Snow Kingdom, if you ask me. I think we'll see at least 2 new ones. And I think we'll also see Amiibo functionality. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we actually know what the Mario Odyssey Amiibos do yet. They look awesome, but we don't really know what they do. So, definitely going to get some Amiibo functionality on there, and definitely going to get the some new kingdoms for Mario Odyssey, and maybe even a new game mechanic. I mean, that capping mechanic, the whole possessing thing, really caught everyone off guard. I don't know if they can hide another big mechanic like that in the game. So I'm excited to see what kind of comes out of this Direct for Mario Odyssey, because that's my most hyped game for the year. Of course, besides Zelda, which came out earlier, but I'm so excited for Mario Odyssey. Oh my god. Alright. I think we're going to see lots of DLC. ARMS. We're going to see tons of ARMS DLC. You know, new modes, Lola Pop, maybe new characters. Because it's been a while since we've really seen ARMS kind of get a big full attention, lots of attention, like in a trailer and whatnot. We've seen little snippets here and there, but I think we're definitely going to get lots of ARMS info, especially because this is a 45-minute Direct, and they've got to fill it out with something. Because holy cow, like all of their major franchises. That's the thing. All of their major franchises have gotten tons of attention from Nintendo. How are they going to do 45 minutes? Like, this is nuts. But ARMS, I definitely think we will see a lot of. I'll be honest, I don't really play ARMS that much anymore, but hey, I still like it, and if there is lots of new content, maybe I'll get back into it. But ARMS DLC, I think that's a for sure thing. Splatoon 2 DLC, I think we will also see more of that. You know, we've got that data mine a couple days ago with the whole new mode, the new ranked mode, and the Octarians, or the Octolings being playable. You know, I think we're going to get a lot of Splatoon DLC, because we've seen, you know, weapon updates every week, and, you know, we got that new map. I think we're going to get a lot more Splatoon 2 info, and I think we're going to find out, you know, when's it coming out, how much faster is it going to, like, how much more frequent are we going to be getting information. I think we're going to get a lot of Splatoon 2 stuff. Fire Emblem Warriors DLC. Yes, I think we are going to see DLC for this. Nintendo has kind of been in a habit of announcing DLC for their games before the games actually come out. You know, Breath of the Wild, we found out about the Season Pass before the game came out. ARMS and Splatoon 2, we found out had DLC before the games even came out. Fire Emblem Warriors, I think, will be no exception. You know, I think they have been listening, or hopefully they've been listening, with the fact that people aren't too pumped about only having Awakening, Fates, and the original Fire Emblem be the character roster. People want Ike, people want Lynn, people want, you know, Roy. If they've been listening and they've been using the Fire Emblem popularity poll from Fire Emblem Heroes, they're going to know that, oh my god, people do actually want these other Fire Emblem characters. So they could announce it like, hey look, this is the initial roster, but in a month you're going to get Ike, and in 2 months you're going to get Roy. So I think we will see Fire Emblem DLC, character DLC specifically, just because that's what gets people pumped about these big roster games, these games with multiple playable characters. Whether it's Dynasty Warriors or a fighting game, people get pumped about the characters. So I think we'll definitely see Fire Emblem Warriors DLC. And I think we will also see DLC Pack 2 for Breath of the Wild. We still don't know that much about it. We know that it takes place after the story in Breath of the Wild. It's not a prologue, or a prologue rather. And we also know that it involves the 4 champions to some degree, because we've also got their amiibos, which we still don't know anything about. So it could be a little early to talk about this, just because they are planning holiday, and it is only it is only DLC, it's not a new game. So I could see them not talking about it, but it also wouldn't surprise me if they did talk about the second pack of DLC. Who knows? It could happen. I'm curious. I'm very curious, because Breath of the Wild is my favorite game of the year. It's one of my favorite games of all time. So I definitely want to see more on Breath of the Wild. Are we going to get to rebuild Castletown? Are we going to learn more about these champions? I mean, I would assume so, but I really want to learn more about the champions. So yeah, Breath of the Wild 2. DLC Pack 2. Not a sequel to Breath of the Wild. Metroid Samus Returns. You know, it comes out this week. I feel like Nintendo's going to do their usual overview thing. Like, hey, Samus Returns comes out this week. Please buy it. And I mean it. Like, please buy it, because this means we'll get more Metroid games. If you've never played a Metroid game before, buy Samus Returns. Trust me, Metroid games are good. Except for Other M and except for Federation Force. But Metroid games are good. Pokken Tournament Deluxe, same thing. I think it'll get an overview trailer. It comes out next week. I don't think there's anything big to announce for it. Just kind of get people on board who maybe aren't sold on it yet. Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. We are going to get a lot of information on that. I guarantee it. We know nothing about that game. Everything we do know about that game is honestly not that interesting. And frankly, I think this is kind of the first time that people aren't that hyped for a Pokemon game. I'm curious. You know, it's Pokemon. I'm going to buy it. But we really don't know anything about it, which is a shame, because it's Pokemon and it comes out in 2 months. Like, you know, all we know about so far is a Lycanroc that looks like it has orange juice spilled on it, and these fusions between Necrozma and Solgaleo and Lunala. That's really it. And we know it's an alternate story to Sun and Moon. You know what? The 2 big things that would excite me, and I actually think are quite possible, I think we're going to see gyms come back to Alola. You know, with those vacant lots in Alola, I think we'll definitely see gyms. I think we will get Johto Alola forms, you know? Gold and Silver is coming out on the Virtual Console very soon on the 3DS. And there's also the fact that Johto is it's on the same landmass as Kanto. It's not a different island or anything. Johto is the same landmass as Kanto. So I could see them making a contextual reason for there being Johto Alola forms, you know? I would love to see that, because I love Johto. I love the Johto region. I want to see what they can do with these old Pokemon, upgrade them, because Gold and Silver is still, you know, it's pretty nostalgic to most people, you know? Red and Blue are very nostalgic, but Gold and Silver, still very nostalgic. So, Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, I think we could see new Johto Alola forms, and gyms will be coming back. You know, just give us lots of information. And before you say that Pokemon can't appear in a regular Nintendo Direct, the Nintendo Direct in September last year is when we got Alolan Rattata and the Snorlax Z, so it's not out of the question. Xenoblade 2. What's going on with Xenoblade 2? Is it releasing this year or not? We still don't really know anything about it. We saw it at E3, and that was kind of it, besides the original Direct back in January. Xenoblade 2. I'm not a big Xenoblade person myself, but I do feel for you guys, because, you know, is it coming out this year? Because it really seems like it might not be. But Nintendo's very adamant on it being a 2017 title, so who knows? I think we will definitely see more on Xenoblade 2. I don't know if we'll see that much story-wise, but we will definitely get a release date. If it's coming out in 2017, we're going to get a release date. It's time. It's time to give us a release date. Kirby 3DS. We know about this multiplayer action Kirby game, but we don't know anything about it. You know, they've announced it back in April that it's happening, and then we got a Kirby Switch game announced at E3, but Kirby 3DS, we still don't know anything about it, and if it's coming out this year, they best talk about it, like, now. So yeah, Kirby 3DS, not much more I can say on that, because we don't know anything about it. And just real quick, I just kind of caught myself there, I don't think that in this Direct we will see any 2018 Switch titles. I don't think we're going to see that new Yoshi game, we're not going to see Kirby, we're not going to see Metroid Prime 4, we're not going to see Smash Brothers. I'll say that right now. There's not going to be Smash Brothers in this Direct. I would love to be wrong, but we're not going to see Smash. I think that's at least a 2018 title. But yeah, Kirby 3DS. Nintendo has said, now I'm going to sound like a bit of a hypocrite here, Nintendo has said that there are more 2017 Switch titles that they haven't announced yet. What could that be? Now again, I don't think it's Smash. I don't think it's Animal Crossing. I think those are too big of franchises to have in the same year as Zelda and Mario, and Splatoon, and Mario Kart, and Fire Emblem. I think those are some franchises they're going to save for at least next year. But Pikmin 4. You know, what's been going on with Pikmin 4? Because since, like, the Wii U era, they've been saying, oh yeah, Pikmin 4 is done, we're just finishing it up now. Okay, but we haven't seen it yet. I think Pikmin is kind of that great B-tier franchise, you know? It's not as big as Mario, it's not as big as Zelda. I think if they're going to announce another big 2017 Switch title, I think it would be Pikmin. And I'm looking forward to Pikmin 4. Pikmin 3 is one of my favorite Wii U games. I would love to see Pikmin 4 come out this year. I'd love to play a new Pikmin game. And if they are going to announce a new Switch game, again, like they've said that there are more Switch games to be announced, this would be the time to do it, and I think Pikmin 4 would be the title to be announced. I think it'll play very similarly to other Pikmin games. It won't be like Hey Pikmin. And speaking of which, now that Hey Pikmin is actually out, I think it would be a good time to talk about Pikmin 4, because you're not gonna, you know, I don't think people were looking that much, looking forward to Hey Pikmin that much. So if you announce a new Pikmin game before Hey Pikmin is out, people are gonna lose hype even more. So now that Hey Pikmin is out, I think it would be a good time to talk about Pikmin 4. Finally, I've got two more things to talk about. I don't think that we're going to see any virtual console, any online stuff. I think that's going to be its own separate thing. Nintendo has said that they're not going to start that until 2018. If they're going to talk about the virtual console and online services, I think that's going to be a later time. I think that's going to be a direct for a later date. I think that's going to be its own separate thing, whether it's a direct or a press conference, I don't know. It's not going to be in with this stuff here with the Switch and the 3DS games. It's going to be its own thing. Finally, I think we'll see some third-party stuff. I don't think we'll see much, maybe some ports, but the one big thing I think we will see is that in the last few days, Bethesda has come out and said, hey, we've got this new 2017 title, we haven't announced it yet, but I mean, it's coming out this year. I think it's going to be a Switch game. As for what it's going to be, who knows, but I think this would be the great time to do it. I think Nintendo and Bethesda have a very good relationship right now, especially because Skyrim for Switch was in the original Nintendo Switch trailer almost a year ago. So I think Bethesda has had confidence in the Switch for a while now. I think that if there is going to be a third-party game, a new third-party game, it's going to be Bethesda's new project. And again, I think we might see a few ports here and there. But that is pretty much it about my predictions. So again, Mario Odyssey, a new kingdom, at least 2 new kingdoms, Amiibo functionality, ARMS DLC, Splatoon 2 DLC, Fire Emblem Warriors DLC, Pack 2 for Breath of the Wild, Samus Returns overview, a Pokken overview, Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, a lot of information, a lot of big information, Xenoblade 2, specifically a release date, and I guess some new story stuff, some third-party stuff from Bethesda, Kirby 3DS, Pikmin 4, and I think that we will see no virtual console stuff, no online stuff. I don't think we'll see Smash, no Animal Crossing, no Metroid Prime 4, no games coming out in 2018. Okay? But let me know what you guys think about this. Are you hyped for this Direct? What are you expecting to see? If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. It really helps out a lot. And subscribe to my channel for more on this Direct very, very soon and other Nintendo goodness. Alright, peace out guys. Bye.